Day 7 of building mini chats for LinkedIn using Bolt and Anytime. 21 days, 3 hours and 8 minutes to go. Today I'm gonna start working on the UI. I'm gonna start with creating the perfect prompt to try and run chat. I have read through a bunch of prompt engineering guides that were released by Anthropic, Gemini, OpenAI, etc. And I have created documents that has all the guidelines in them. So I'm going to try and create a Claude project that has this big file with all the prompt engineering guides. I'm going to try to use that to create my prompt that I would then use with Bolt to create my LinkedIn mini chats. I have used Bolt before and I have created many apps using it, but I haven't been using it since at least 4 months. So maybe there are updates I need to be aware of. So I'm going to start looking into that and start with the basic dashboard and move on from that. So I've created the Claude project that creates for me the perfect prompt for Bolt to create the project. I've tested it. Here it is. All right, so this is what I give it. Basically what I want to build. So I want to build the LinkedIn automation dashboard, and I already gave it the context and the updates from the document that I generate every day after I finish the work. So this Claude project already has all the context of this project. When it starts working, it starts by asking me questions about what I'm going to build. So technical integration details, dashboard specifics, design preferences, current state, priority features for MVP, all of that stuff. So I just added more information into the context and I told it. And here it's updated the questions that it's asking me to create the prompt. And once it's done, I have this beefy prompt with everything that I'm gonna be needing for the project, for the mini chat project. All right, so I took this prompt and I copied it into Bolt. All right, here's the prompt. You can see here. So from the first prompt, I already got the working prototype here. That looks like this. I just added the second prompt to tell it that I don't want to work on the authentication just yet. So it rerun again and it gave me this. So let's test it together and see what it actually looks like. All right, so we have an onboarding UI. So basically I've done this because I want the user to start by authenticating to their LinkedIn account and then choosing what posts they're gonna be automating and then continuing. This part is mock data for now. It's gonna just pretend that I'm actually logging into LinkedIn. And once I do, we have the continue to post selection. And here I have the posts. These again are mock data, but I'm gonna change it soon. Okay, so I just select the post that I want to be automating. Then I click on next. Is the button right here, and here this is where the automation is going to happen. So for the post one, for example, let's say the CTA, so the word that the user are going to be commenting is interested, for example. The resource link is, I don't know, some PDF or something. Again, this is gonna go into the templates that I created in the database yesterday. For post two, let's say more info and I don't know, some websites. And then review and configuration, and here I'm planning to do this. So it's gonna go into test mode. We're gonna see what the AI is planning to do before it actually does it on live mode, and then live mode where it's gonna start sending DMs, comments, and replying to comments, etc. So I'm gonna launch it into test mode. Again, this is not gonna do anything because I have not hooked up the automation just yet, but it's gonna launch the automation and we're gonna see some kind of dashboard like this. So this is the goal, is to fill up this whole dashboard with real information. And here we're gonna add the posts. So it says coming soon. And here is gonna be the template. So the templates for the CTA and some setting and the queue. This one, just one prompt that I've managed to create using a Claude project that I created. So I might continue working on this for today, or I might stop because it's a good place to stop as well. All right, so I do have a new update. I have added the post endpoint to my Anytime workflows. So basically get all the posts from the Postgres database. I have yet to add authorization and authentication and all that stuff. But for now, I'm just working on making the app actually work. So I've prompted Bolt again to add that endpoint to the project, and here's the results. Now if I click on posts, I can actually see my real posts coming from the database. So we have a couple of filters here. We have all posts, posts with CTA, missing CTA as well. And we have most engagement. All right, we have most comments, recently checked, and missing CTA first. This was day 6 or day 7. I don't know. All right, day 8 of building mini chats for LinkedIn using Bolt and NA10 for the Bolt hackathon. It is June 10th. And I actually have 20 days to go. All right, so I have now the engagement tasks. So this is basically the automation queue that is gonna be running. Okay, let me open it a bit bigger. All right, so we have now the posts. I do realize that the UIs are not completely perfect yet, but I'm working on the functionality for now, and I will be going back to enhance the UI later. All right, so we have the post. I can view the comments on the post. I can do some manual tasks from here as well. I need to prepare the APIs, but for now we have the UI. I can select all to either react to all, reply to all, connect. So this is gonna trigger the automations. Then the new thing that I've added today is the engagement task. So this is basically all the automation queue that have been created by the AI for the engagements. So we have 43 active tasks. We have here the next hour activity. For each comment, we have multiple engagement actions to be done. And here we have some smart filters. And here we have all the engagement tasks. So you can see here that we have, for example, here sending employee guide to Aftab, sending employee guide to Sinead, sending medical guide to Victoria, and we also have some of the AI analysis stuff that's I've added using the AI as well. When you open it, this is not perfect just yet, but we have a sidebar here that shows up with all the information from the person who commented, the message preview here from the templates, and the context. So here it says that it came from the medical comments, so the automation was triggered because of the keyword medical that was in the comments. So I have a little bit of an issue here with I can't see what's going on down here. We can also open to see the person's LinkedIn profile. All right, so this is what we got working on right now. So the filters do work here, the priority, etc. We have also here the queue control, so we can manually override some of the queue and processing speed. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add this or not. Maybe I'm gonna let AI decide on it and emergency stop if we want to stop it. Okay, so I'm gonna keep working on this UIs for now, and I'm gonna start asking for feedback, but maybe I'm gonna open up the beta testing soon. If anyone is interested, just let me know. So I've used the Claude prompt projects that I have from the beginning, and basically it's one shot prompt each time. Like I don't have to go back and fix them. Each time I do a follow-up prompt, it just creates the UI perfectly. And I'm gonna continue working on this. I'll see you at day 9. Day 9 of building mini chats for LinkedIn using NA10 and bolts for the Bolt hackathon. So today's update. So we are 18 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes away from the submission. And here's what I've done so far. I've spent some time working on the UI again. Here's the updated posts dashboard I've got going on. I've improved a little bit this post section. Now I have the comments. I have to click on here to get the comments. I can check out the post from here, and I can stop and start the automation from here. If I click on the comments, I have improved as well the comment section, the comment page. So now we have the post in here. I can go and check it out on LinkedIn if I want to from this button. I'm about to create actually the refresh endpoint so that I can do it manually. It is working automatically, but if I want to update it automatically, I'm gonna update this button. And here we have a couple of filters here for the response, mentions, CTA mention, etc. And we have the post, the comments that look like this. So I'm going to add as well the endpoint to get the responses from the comments, because right now I only have what the people are commenting, but not my original either bot comments or my own personal comments. So I'm gonna improve that. I'm gonna add that to this UI. Here we have some quick actions that I added. So we have need review, the message, and the reply. and like. And this depends on the connection distance I have with the person who commented. So but first we have the send message, but if it's someone that is not from my network, I will have the, yeah, in here, for example, this person is not from my network. So in here, I have the add button that is here. The endpoint is not implemented yet, so that's why we have an error here. For the engagement tasks, I also updated the UI. Now it looks like a little bit cleaner, like this. This sidebar is now working completely, so we have a little bit preview what's gonna happen, the message that is gonna be sent, and the context that is showing up here. I can send it manually from here. I have yet to create the API for this, but if I don't, then I will have the automatic message that's going to be sent. I'm going to stop here for day 9, and tomorrow I'm going to be taking care of adding the APIs that are missing. I'll see you tomorrow.